Hey y'all, it's Jessica from Sloppy Swatches. Today I have a look at the Jane Austen collection by Illimite. These are available only on the Live Love Polish website. They did send these polishes over to me to review, and if you're interested, I'll drop my affiliate link down below for you to shop. It doesn't cost you any extra, but it does help support this channel, so I always appreciate it when you guys shop through my links. So first off, this set is available in the collector's edition here with the box, or they are also available individually. I'm going to go ahead and show you what that packaging looks like. The boxes on these alone are super classy, very giftable. I like to store these polishes in the boxes because they stack so well, and also they're very protected. I think I've also shown you guys before that the boxes stack perfectly in the Alex drawers from the IKEA, just like a perfect fit. Also want to mention really quickly today, I will be using the Live Love Polish top coat. It dries down super hard, super glossy, and it's an absolute staple in my collection. So the first polish today is called All Her Kind Designs, and this polish is described as a temperature reactive polish that transitions from a gray mauve when cold and a pink lemonade when warm. So here it is in the cold state in the bottle. I'm going to go ahead and show you how that's swatched today for me on my natural nail. So here is a look at that first easy coat. The formula on these are really easy to work with. This first coat is a little bit sheer, but it does lay down a nice punch of color. I found that in the warm state, when it goes to that more pinky lemonade shade, which it's showing here on my nails, it was maybe a little bit more sheer. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what it looks like with a second coat. Two coats is going to build all that up. You are starting to see a glimpse of those copper to red shifting shimmers as well as the holographic glitter that's in here. For this polish, I did appreciate the finish more at 3 coats. Because that warm shift is a little bit lighter in nature, it really helps cover up my visible nail line and gives me the most shift on the nail. So I'm going to show you really quickly how that transitions for me in my ice cold water. So here is a quick look at that going to that very soft gray mauve tone. I found that the transition on the nail was a little bit subtle with this one, but very beautiful. So next up is Wisdom or Wit, and I do believe that this is going to be one of my top picks. So this one is described as a temperature reactive polish that transitions between a purple when cold and sky blue pearlescent white when warm. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what that looks like today for me on my natural nail. You can see it going on in that very soft purple shade in the cold. But when it warms up to my body temperature, it's almost going to go super clear. I really enjoyed this polish. So here's a look at that first coat. I'm going to go ahead and let that dry down and show you what it looks like with a quick second coat. 2 coats is going to add more of that beautiful blue to green shifting shimmer, which I think I'm so in love with, and that's the reason I'm drawn to this polish, as well as that holographic glitter. So 2 coats gets us super close to being completely opaque. However, since the warm transition on the nail is a little bit on the sheer side, I did go ahead and go in for a 3rd coat. I think that really brings out the blue to green shifting shimmer in its strongest most that it can be as well. So I'm going to show you how that shifted for me in my ice cold water from just the natural transition on the nail to that full purple, and then it warms up really quickly back with my body temperature and kind of eases back into that beautiful natural gradient. So next up is going to be this beautiful first impression. So this one is described as, again, a temperature reactive polish that transitions between a cornflower blue when cold and a stone when warm. So this does have blue to purple shifting shimmer in here. I'm going to go ahead and show you how it's swatched today for me on my natural nail. So here is a look at that first easy coat. I will say that this covered really well. I think of all the polishes in this collection, this one has one of the best formulas. So I'm going to go ahead and let that dry down and then show you how it built up for me with a quick second coat. I do also want to mention that all of these thermal polishes are going to dry down matte. You're definitely going to want to go in with a nice glossy top coat to help brighten up all those holographic and shifting pigments in here. So 2 coats does bring this one completely opaque, even though in the warm state it does go to that beautiful white. It really covers well. So I'm going to show you how quickly it warms up with my body temperature back to that beautiful gradient. This is another top pick for me, just really fun to play with and beautiful on the nails. So here is a look at that completed mani at an angle in direct sunlight. Those holographic glitters are really going to pop in direct sunlight. So next up is my Dear Cassandra, and this polish is described as a shimmer polish with a gray to taupe base and a strong blue to purple shifting shimmer. So this one is not a thermal, just beautiful on the nail all day long. I'm going to go ahead and show you how it's swatched today for me on my natural nail. This formula is very sheer. Okay, so that's the first thing you need to know about it. However, as you build it up, it's super ethereal and light on the nail. Very gorgeous. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how this builds up for me with a quick second coat. 2 coats is really going to amp up that shifting shimmer on the nail. However, I do still have a little bit of visible nail line. So I'm going to go ahead and complete this coat, let it dry down, and then show you how it built up for me today with a third and final coat. 3 coats does make for full coverage with this polish. Again, it is one that's going to dry down a little bit matte, so I do recommend going in with your favorite glossy top coat, or even a matte top coat would look really beautiful and classy. So here is a look at that completed mani at 3 coats before a glossy top coat underneath my artificial lighting, and I am going to show you what this looks like in direct sunlight, because that is where the magic happens with this polish. So this is a look at my final swatch photo at an angle in direct sunlight. So next up is Sensibility, and she is described as a temperature reactive polish that transitions between an amethyst when cold, which you're seeing here in the bottle, to a dark periwinkle, and then to a beige warm. So this is a thermal polish, super beautiful. It does also have some copper shimmer running throughout, as well as that holographic glitter. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how this swatched today for me on my natural nail. Here is a look at that first easy coat. Really easy to lay down. It's not gritty, goes on super smooth. However, a little bit sheer, especially because the warmest shift is that soft beige. I'm going to go ahead and show you how it built up for me with a quick second coat. 2 coats is going to amp up that coverage and add more of that copper and holographic glitter to the nail. However, it's not completely opaque for me, so I am opting to go in for a quick third coat. I really think 3 coats is where it's at for this polish. You're going to get the most bang for your buck and the most transition on the nail. So there it is in the natural shift on my nail. I am seeing mostly the beige and dark amethyst. I'm going to go ahead and show you how it shifted for me in my ice cold water. And then I'm going to just let my body temperature warm this up so you can see all of that beautiful shift. So can I just be real with you guys? I think that honestly, this one is going to be my topic. It's so hard to choose. They're all beautiful, and I'm such a fan of thermals. So rounding out the collection today, I have it by a lady, and she is described as a metallic polish, but don't write it off yet because it's a rose gold with scattered holographic glitter that you need in your life. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how it's swatched today for me on my natural nail. Here is a look at that first easy coat. This one goes on super smooth. You're going to get a ton of glitter payoff, but it's not gritty, and it feels really nice on the nail. For all you guys who don't like texture, this one is going to be perfect for you. So I'm going to go ahead and build this up with a quick second coat. 2 to 3 coats, depending on your application, is going to bring this polish to full coverage. This one is going to sparkle in absolutely all lighting sources. I am kind of partial to direct sunlight, however, it's going to glitter everywhere. I did go ahead and go in for a quick third coat for this one just to make sure I got all the way to my sidewalls and completely opaque. So here is a look at that completed mani at 3 coats before a glossy top coat underneath artificial lighting. I will go ahead and recommend you go in with a glossy top coat for this one just to get it at its utmost shiniest. So here is a view of this one in direct sunlight. I could stare at it all day, and then my final swatch photo at an angle again in that direct sunlight. So that does wrap up my swatch and review of the Jane Austen collection. Again, these are all available right now by illimite on the Live Love Polish website. I do recommend hopping over and checking out the descriptions. They have a little bit of background of the inspiration behind the polishes, and it's really uplifting and inspiring. So if you'd like to see more, you can also follow me on Instagram at Sloppy Swatches. A big, huge thank you to Live Love Polish for sending these my way. If you're interested in shopping, those links will be down below. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see y'all next time.